Okay, so how do you adjust shutter speed and aperture with the Camera+2 app? So first off, we're in the auto mode right now, so we need to switch that and go into manual mode. And then over on the side, you'll remember we have our manual controls, so we can adjust the white balance. And right under the white balance it looks like a little, it actually looks like the aperture looks, but that means shutter speed. So you can see there you've got your speed. You can make, so this is shutter priority, so the camera's adjusting aperture. So I can make it slower or I can make it faster. I've got nothing moving in my camera right now, and my camera's on a tripod, so I don't have to worry about camera shake. But if I was worried about motion, then I can make it faster or slower. And a reminder, if you hit that plus button, then you're separating out ISO, so you can adjust your ISO, and you're separating out shutter speed. So that's how you manually adjust your shutter speed. If you want to adjust your aperture, you can't officially do that in a cell phone, but you can kind of mimic it. So I'm going to hit auto on shutter speed, go back to that, and then if we go to the one below it, it's actually focus. It's not aperture per se, but we can mimic a shallow depth of field. So right now the stuff in the background is blurring a little bit and the focus is on the art supplies in the foreground. So if I move my slider, I can kind of make those art supplies a little bit more in focus and the stuff in the background a little bit less in focus. Or I can switch so that the stuff in the background is more in focus and the stuff in the foreground is less in focus. If I want to, so this isn't actually affecting your depth of field, it's just affecting where you set your focus within your depth of field. So the depth of field is the same here. So if I want a deeper depth of field, what I actually want to do is just back away. And then you'll notice that everything kind of gets, everything becomes a part of the focus. If I want a shallower depth of field, then getting up closer and then adjusting where my focus is set, and the things in the background start to blur. Here, let me get real close. It's awkward with a tripod. But you can see the things in the background start to blur even a little bit more. So with your, and then I can just reset the focus. So with your cell phone, you can't actually affect aperture because aperture, again, is a mechanism inside the large camera lens. But you can adjust focus to be where you want it to be. And by getting closer or getting farther away, you can create that sense of depth of field. To do full manual controls, all you have to do is set one, how you want it, and then just don't go back to auto. Set the other, how you want it. And then it should be kind of full on. You've got your focus set, you've got your shutter speed set, and then take the picture how you want it to take.